You know what the problem with this is, don't you? It's not inconvenient enough. Welcome, I'm Steve, and this is Raxacoricofella, and this is my little corner dedicated to the wonderful world of Doctor Who. So if you're not into Doctor Who, you're probably in the wrong place. Today, with it being the first episode, I thought I'd take a look at this, which is the Hachette Partworks Collect and Build Dalek subscription. I'm sure plenty of people have got opinions about these subscriptions, but I'm all in. I could do with a half-size scale model of a Dalek, remote controlled, so why not give it a shot? I'll come to that shortly. First of all, I'll give you a little bit of history about my experience with the show. I started watching it in 2005 with the revival with Christopher Eccleston and Billie Piper. Started watching it religiously, became slightly obsessed, and decided to go back and watch every episode I could get my hands on from 1963 onwards. So I've now watched every episode available up until this point, and yeah, I always look forward to more. I just think it's a wonderful show. It's full of character, it's full of adventure, it's limited only by your imagination, so that's my kind of show. So there we go, that's a little bit of history about me. As I say, we're going to take a little look at this. Just to pre-warn you, I'm not going to go into much detail. It's obviously a subscription magazine. It comes out weekly. I've paid the subscription to get it delivered, so I get some free gifts with it. But I am going to show you how I put the first part of the build together, step by step. And yeah, we'll come out the other side and see how we've done. Let's get going. So, here we are, issue 1. As I say, I'm not going to go through everything in the magazine. You've got to have a reason to buy it yourself. But as you can see, we've got various articles in here. Origins of the Daleks. Bit of history on the Time War. A little bit more history. A few stories, reviews. And then we're on to the instructions. Page 1, as you can see, we've got a list there of all the bits that come with the issue. And then as we move on to the next pages, detailed instructions on which bit goes where. All very easy to follow. As I say, full disclosure, I did actually build the first 2 issues worth and then took them apart so that we could go through this. Here we go, look, a bit of information about the subscription, everything you need to know. So let's get on with the build. So here we go, these are all the parts from the first issue. I'm going to start putting these together, see what we end up with, and see whether we're all in working order. Again, I'm just following the instructions at the back of the magazine. We'll go along and see what's what. Obviously, I'm having to be very careful here. We've got circuit boards, we've got wires, we've got lenses. We're just going to be as careful as we can. So, as you can see, we've got 3 little prongs there. Just going to slide the circuit board onto those prongs to keep that in place. Next up, we're going to take this round piece here. As you can see, there's 3 more prong holes in there. All we've got to do is try and line that up with the prongs on the inside of that. There we go. So you've got the circuit board on the outside there through the hole, and on the other side you've got the screen which is on the back of the circuit board poking out of the front there. Next up, we're going to take this piece here which is obviously the front of the eye. We're going to take the lens here, and what you want to do, as you can see, is concave on one side. So you're going to pop that facing downwards into the little hole there, and just give it a little push to make sure it stays in place. Excellent. Turning over the page, next thing we want to do, we're going to take your circuit board and your screen, and we're just going to pop that in here where you've popped the lens. As you can see, you've got the little grooves there. Just slide that across, just so that you can see all the little notches just staying in place there. They don't go all the way through, that's fine, it's held in place, we're not going to have a problem with that. Next up, we're going to take the wire, as you can see, two little plugs. I'm going to take one end of that, and we're just going to pop it into the little gap there, making sure that is the right way round. Push that in, make sure that's in. Perfect. Next up, we're going to take the dome. As you can see, I've already installed the nut into there as described. It's glued in place. I can't get that back out. When you get your own with the magazine, it'll come separately. It just slots into place. You might need to add some glue, you might not. I did, just to make sure it doesn't come out again. What we're going to do, fish this wire, feed this wire through the hole. There we go. And we're going to take it all the way down. And again, we've got the little notches on the inside. We're going to line those up with the available slots, and we're just going to give that a little twist. You can hear it click there. Spot on. And there we have your very first piece, the eyeball. And there we go. First issue, very simple, ready to go, slightly menacing. I'm pretty sure the doctor's got a few of these lying around in his pantry somewhere. So there we go. One eyeball, one Dalek eyeball, wire included, ready to go. I'm happy with the quality. I'm very excited. I can't wait to see this thing light up and yeah, attached to the rest of the Dalek. This thing's going to be massive. I've got no idea where I'm going to put it. It's going to chase the cats, I know that, and it'll probably get chased by the cats as well. We'll see how we get on. Exciting. Looking forward to number 2. So on that note, I'm going to leave it there for the first episode. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for joining. Click on the usual buttons. You know the score, it's YouTube. And I'll see you next time.